forgot how to work the stuff, man. Shout out to everybody in the stream. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me know what you do. We're back for another Sync Producer Live. Excited to be back. We're answering some questions on Sync Licensing, helping you get unstuck if you're stuck. Shout out to my Sync Producer Hub members in the building. And then later on, we're doing some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. And shout out to Aaron. Let's see if Clint remembers how this goes. Listen, it may get rough. It may get rough. We took a week off, and usually when that happens, all types of craziness pops off. I think we're good. Is audio good? If the audio's good, that's half the battle. We started off not muted, so we're doing good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me see who we got, man. We got B Ward in the building. What's good, Hub fam? We are definitely back. Janelle Costa Music is in the building. What's good, Janelle? We got Janie HB back in the building. The guy Aaron, which we already chopped. We threw him up on the screen just not too long ago. Michael Connor Music is in here. Missed you guys, but we're here. Giving thanks for another Friday. Yes, indeed. We got Larry Bradshaw in the building. What's good, Larry? Good to see you, man. Jason Dowdy. Let's go. Jason Dowdy Music in the building. We got Nancy Steroids. What's up? Glass House Productions is in the building. PTS War was good. Dallas, Texas. Sound Mystic is in the building. Let's go. Excited to be back. Man, a lot has happened in the hub. Collabs have been popping off. Yeah, man, we've been working. I got to tell you guys about this story where my wife thought I died. We'll get into that later. It's insane. But first, we got to kick it off. We got to kick it off with some wins. We're also going to dig into a few questions that Treymo had. I think it was Treymo. He had in the hub. Let me double check. I think so. Where was that post? I had to find that post. But there was some good questions in there. So we're definitely going to dig into that because they are important questions that that we should have answers to. And if you don't have the answers to, we're going to answer them tonight. So yeah. It's on here. It's crazy story. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it, man. All is well. Like, let's start there. All is well. Everyone's safe. So yeah, we'll dig into that story. Let's get into some wins though, and see what y'all been doing, man. What y'all been winning this past week. There's that share button. I forgot to do this. So we got Rich Rosen kicking it off. Winning presentation for Disco Catalogs. He says, so we've been talking here about Disco's catalog feature and how it might be right or wrong for the online presentation of our work. I dove in and ordered the feature for my account provisionally, just monthly at first, spending most of this week trying to figure out how best to use it. What I've done so far, far from ready for prime time, but at least I get an idea of this feature's capabilities and how to exploit them. I will concur with Marty's assessment that the documentation for the catalogs feature is confusing AF. The video doesn't help, not really. But as I recently said, working from a well-informed example, thanks so much, Vincent Jewell, is a great starting point. So this is basically, and I think this explanation will make things even more confusing and build your playlist in the usual disco way. So I guess the win is his presentation for Disco Catalogs. If you're in the community, I'll let you read this whole thing. So it looks like, let's go through the images. Oh, that's pretty cool. So he set it up to where he kind of has his little like library. That's cool how they set that up. You can create playlist. And this is like if music supervisors are coming like directly to your page or quote unquote library. Clint's still alive. That's a win. This is a win. This was the win of the week, at least for my wife. And kids, obviously. But this looks good. And you can go into the individual. This looks nice. It's nice and organized. I guess now the question is traffic. Will it bring traffic directly from disco? Vision catalog playlist. I've been sitting on a lot for this for a long time. So yeah, no, that looks clean. I'm not mad at that. Shout out to Rich. That's a win for digging into that and getting it set up. I like it. I love it. Brandon, new project live on Marmoset. Another new project up on Marmoset. So thankful for the team over there and especially Farnell Newton. Shout out to Farnell. That's the homie. For the guidance on these. That's a win. Brandon, where's my face? Where's my face? Listen. See, this is what I can't take a week off. Give me a second. Just give me a second. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try this again with a dummy battery that won't die because it's plugged up and not just a regular battery. I don't know what I was thinking, hopping on a 3-hour stream with just a battery. All right. Larry said, I muted my face. Listen. I'm telling you, crazy every time, man. This is why I don't like taking weeks off, because it just gets rough. It gets rough. All right. So shout out to Brandon for the win with Marmoset. Marty got his first one. Popped in on TuneSat, which I rarely do, and was shocked to see one of my tracks was used on National Geographic. Let's go. Listen, I'll take a week off and deal with the technical issues. If y'all coming back with wins like this is great. Shout out to Marty. Got the first placement on National Geographic. That's massive. Jason Revels, the brief that keeps on briefing. So he says, one of my sports music submissions has turned into one of the best learning experiences I've had. The library originally asked me to add 3 more tracks to broaden the album with different tempos and major keys. After hearing those, they came back with another challenge: create 2 more cues, one extremely slow and atmospheric, and one extremely fast and energetic, to really stretch the range of the album. It completely changed how I'll approach albums going forward. Instead of writing tracks that all sit in the same pocket, I'll be thinking about the full spectrum while staying true to the style. Major and minor keys, varied tempos, different energy levels, all within one cohesive album. Working with encouraging publishers who challenge you to grow is invaluable. Every opportunity isn't just another brief, it's another lesson, the win that keeps on giving. I love that. And it's so true, man. Like, you learn, like, I still learn stuff from publishers and different projects. I mean, sometimes they hear things that I don't hear. Man, just to have another set of ears and another perspective, because they're kind of on like both sides of this, especially if you're working with the publisher in a team, an A&R team where they're musicians as well. You get that, and you also get the admin side perspective and the editor's perspective as well, which is super dope. Shout out to Jason for that one. Jason Dowdy, we got back-to-back Jasons with wins here. Says this actually works. He says, I just wanted to show some of our newer members that this actually works. It's not only the new placements that pay, but those reruns keep paying and help this whole thing snowball. 2024, $613.36, 32 new placements. 2025, $2,077.25, 70 new placements. 2026, $3,798.29, 38 new placements so far, and there is still a payment to go in October to add to the 2026 total. Think of it as planting seeds. It might take a while, but the harvest will come. Submit and forget. The more you make, the more you place. Let's go, Hub. I love to see it. Shout out to Jason. Those royalties are growing, and yeah, that's super dope. And it took a jump from that first year, from 2024 to 2025. Nice little jump, and it's just snowballing. I love to see it. Nate hit level 8. He said, "What's good, Hub family? Hope all is well. I know I haven't been active as I typically am the last 2 weeks, but life has been lifing. Been crazy busy and still on the sync music grind. Just wanted to say thanks to everyone in this group for always bringing gems and sharing some incredible music and great discussions. Made it to level 8. Let's go. I love to see it, man. Shout out to all the wins. We got a question from Glasshouse, and we're gonna get into this crazy story. But Glasshouse says, if you have a track on DistroKid, how would you still be able to pitch the same track? Depends on the publisher. Some publishers don't mind if it's on DistroKid. Some do. That's just a conversation you have to have with the publishers, because sometimes they need that taken down so that they can collect and do what they need to do. Sometimes they don't care because they don't do anything with that part. Just depends. Great question. So yeah, his face wants to be the center of attention, moving that thing over. Move it. Oh, you know why I do that? I do that for the short form content. So when we clip it up, it's centered. That's the only reason why I put my big head in the middle of the thing. But thank you, LW. I'm glad to know that you just want to get that head out of the way. Not mad at that. All right, so yeah, crazy wins. All right, listen, we got to talk about it. So the other day, my wife thought somebody like broke into the house and killed me, apparently. So I'm in the studio, I typically work late nights, right? I'm usually working till 2 a.m. most nights. Every night except the weekends I'll take a little break, but I'm usually up to 2 a.m. So this particular night, it was the day that I just ran out of milk to put in my coffee. So I had not had my second cup of coffee. So I'm working through it. I'm just like, whatever. I had a little like caffeine tablet, whatever. It was like 100 milligrams. It wasn't a lot of caffeine. So I'm just like, I'm gonna push through. I had a couple things I wanted to get done. So I'm doing it. So what happened is I found myself just kind of sitting here like this, just like staring, trying to figure out what I want to do, because I really don't want to do anything, but I want to do something. But I'm tired. So at this time, it's like 11:45. I'm like, you know what? I got some time. Let me just take a little nap. Why take a nap 12 o'clock at night? I don't know. But in my mind, it was a great idea. So I'm like, let me lay down. I'm gonna just do like, let me get a solid 30. If I get a solid 30, I'm gonna pop back up. I'm gonna knock out what I want to knock out, and then boom, I'll hit the bed at 2. I'm good. Productive day, productive night. So I did that. I set an alarm, 30 minutes, boom. Had a good nap. Alarm goes off, and I wake up, right? So I wake up, I turn the alarm off, and then in my mind, I'm just like, let me gather my thoughts here. Just, you know how it is. You wake up, you're just like, let me sit for a minute, and then get up. And I usually don't have an issue doing that. Like I'll pop right up. So I swiped the little alarm off, set the phone down, and I'm sitting there. I'm thinking of my to-do list in my brain, and next thing you know, I'm dreaming. And I'm in the studio. I'm being productive. In my dream, I'm knocking it all out, right? So I fell back to sleep. After turning the alarm off. Next thing I know, my phone is ringing. It's 4 a.m. Now, my wife is used to me coming upstairs by 2 a.m. or around 2 a.m. And it's 4 a.m. She's calling me, and I pick up the phone, like just out of it. And I'm like, hello? She's like, babe, where are you okay? What's wrong? I was like, what do you mean? To look at the clock, it's 4 a.m. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I fell asleep and was like in the studio in my dreams. And this wife of mine is upstairs freaking out, wondering why I'm not upstairs, sleep next to her. So she was freaking out and was nervous. She thought something happened. She was like, I thought you died, or I thought somebody came. It's like, it's always worst case scenario. It's like, why? The worst possible thing. It couldn't be I just fell asleep, which is what I actually did. She's just like, I thought somebody came in and da 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 da. And it's like, no, I just fell asleep. I woke up, I hit the alarm, I turned it off, and I fell back to sleep. And that was it. That is how my wife thought I died the other night. Man, I was tired. I just got up and I just went up. I was just like, it's just not happening tonight. I'm just not getting it done. My body said sleep, and it did. It's all good, Rich. Yeah, man. Listen, I guess the dreams were productive. I guess they were productive. Anyways, let's get into, we had a few questions. And if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. We'll answer those as well. But Trey had some questions. Let me see if I can find that post again. I think it was on the Brief Beast post. Excuse me. Yeah, it was Trey Mosley. So Rich says it's either my wife or me staying up late while the other sleeps. The only concern is when someone falls down and makes a noise. Yeah, facts. If there was no noise, it was everybody was asleep. Body will sat you down with it ease to. Been there. Yep. 100%. Got to, man. But the next day I was good, bro, because I got some sleep the night before. Was knocked. All right, so Trey had these questions, which was, there was 3 questions. The first one was, one stop entails what? So when we talk about one stop in sync licensing, one stop is basically a music supervisor or licensing company can get clearance for the sound recording and the publishing through one party, right? A lot of times when we're doing licensing deals with publishers, libraries, things like that, we're assigning rights so that they can become that one stop. So once a music supervisor is working with that library that you're signed with, then the library can sign on your behalf so you don't miss out on any syncs, and then you can just continue to create music. If you're working directly with a music supervisor and you own both the master and the publishing side of things, then you're one stop and you can sign off on everything, and they can just come to one party. So that's one stop. Makes it easy. They don't have to go through a bunch of like labels and publishers, because sometimes if an artist is signed to a label, the label owns the masters, and then the publishing situation can look completely different, especially depending on how many parties you have involved, different publishers. Yeah, it can easily become not one stop. So that's one stop. Makes it easy. They can clear stuff super duper fast and just makes life easy. The second question is, does no generative AI include using AI, i.e. Session Player and Logic, fall under that umbrella? And what brought this up is our Shades of Sync brief beast. So we have a brief for our conference. We're looking for the theme song for this year's Shades of Sync conference. And the winner basically gets $1,000 sync fee, and they're going to get their music, played on the conference, social media, things like that, exposure to supervisors and all that stuff, right? So we had posted that in the community, and if you want details or access to that, go to shadesofsync.com. You can register, get your ticket. It's happening in October. Into October, it's going to be dope. But we had mentioned no use of AI, generative AI, in these briefs, in this specific brief. And what that means is, obviously no Suno, but no, we don't use like loops, splice, stuff like that. None of that. Session Player in Logic is, I think that is okay. I feel like that's more like it's kind of like MIDI generation, even though they say AI. Yeah, we kind of categorize that differently. I feel like it's just a tool in the DAW. It comes up with stuff. You can change it. It gives you MIDI notes, so you can move and shift notes around, and you kind of make it your own thing. So we kind of treat that a little different. So if you're using like Session Player, bass player, piano, and Logic, that's usually fine, especially if it's not generating the exact same thing that someone else is generating. And it's you can kind of dictate the chords and all that stuff. So you have a lot of control over that. So we kind of treat that different. Third question is, what's a construction kit? And a construction kit is basically, you can get them from different websites where you can almost think of it as like stems to a full production, right? You get all the elements. You got the drums, the drum kit, you got the melody, you got the chords, basically all these pieces of a full like demo song or demo production that you can piece together and create kind of, I mean, you can move things around the way you want to create your own arrangement, but we stay away from those 100% as well because those have caused issues as well because they're composed by somebody else. Even though it's a construction kit, like somebody else created those chords, those melodies, the patterns and all that stuff. So it absolutely can cause issues. So we stay away from those as well. So yeah, construction kits is like, boom, say you buy this kit and then you can just put the pieces together. Boom, let me put the piano chords in there. Let me put the synth lead that it has in there. Let me put the drums and the, you know, the hi-hat patterns and the kick like the whole thing. It's just it's made to where you put it together basically. So that's what that is. So hopefully that answered those questions, Trey. If you're watching or when you watch the replay, hopefully that helps. What we learned last year at Shades is disclose anything AI generated in your music. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, like the session player, and again, man, I guess to be super duper clear, communicate with the publisher as well. Hey, is using session player and Logic okay? And like explain that and be transparent on like what you're using. So there's no question or there's no issue down the line. So yeah. So if I make myself the composer and artist and I have a publisher ID on ASCAP and I put all that down in metadata, I'm one stop 100%. Yeah. You're like everything. You just sign for everything. One signature gets the job done. Yeah. Yeah, artwork. Yeah, I usually don't. I've rarely sent artwork. Like I said before, I think the only time I upload artwork is through TuneEdge because I think you have to submit it. But aside from that, yeah, I don't even worry about it. So I have to throw out all the nifty images I made for my tracks or just saying images may be AI generated on the front page. I don't know. I don't think they're really paying too much attention to the artwork. And then it depends on the platform that you're sharing. Like, you know, I mean, I think as we move forward, especially with what's happening in Germany with the labeling thing, the AI labeling and all that stuff. You know, I'm sure there'll be platforms where they're like, if anything's AI. I mean, we're already seeing social media platforms do it where you see the little, you know, AI contains AI, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're seeing that so that you know this is AI. So, you know, you'll probably see that on platforms. If you're uploading anything AI, you may have to disclose it. But as of right now, I haven't seen anything on Disco where they're requiring you to say you used AI to create cover art. And I think your Disco catalog is fine with those pictures. I think we've all, like, the world's been using AI for a lot of like cover art, image generation stuff. So yeah. But in saying that, if you are generating art for a publisher and they're taking your art and using it, it's good to know what their terms are in terms of that as well. Because that could be different. You know, it's just so everything's so fluid with this, things are changing all the time. I spent the week obsessively making images for my disco catalog instead of making new music. I feel you. Frime is live from LA. What's good, Frime? Hope all is well, bro. So yeah. Let's see. Let's scroll through. Did I hit all the questions? Drop some questions in the chat if you guys have them. I'm gonna open up the member only line as well if you guys want to come up on video or audio from the hub. And yeah. But yeah, great questions, man. Very important questions. We also I shared another we've been having these words of the week and in the community in terms of agreements. I shared one earlier today. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Because Tim mentioned the expected last time we were live. So I came across one recently, and it is honestly, it's both. Like, if we look at this, let's take a closer look. LW, I'm gonna have to deal with my head in the middle of this. But so this week's word is endure. So this was a line. Okay, I kind of have to move my head so you can read it. Please proceed to the next page and kindly provide accurate credit and contact info where prompted. We will utilize this information if the song endures the episode's final mix. So this is kind of like close to the end stages of a sync, right? So we're in the process of getting something synced. Pretty much the only step after this is apparently the song enduring to the end. But things can change all the way up until the last step, which is them cutting a check, basically. So you got a couple keywords here. You have if and you have endure, because it could change. It's if. So they still got to get through final mix. If they're mixing and they're like, this ain't really working, I don't really like it, let's find something else, they'll drop your track and congrats, you didn't get the placement. And for full context, we started talking about this. Tim started talking about this because of lessons we've learned by just celebrating too early. And like, again, this is in a stage where very promising the sync will go through, but there's still that if that is alive and can be invoked at any time, and the placement could fall through. So, until you hear it and see it, man, it's not official. And this is another reason why you will never hear me guarantee you a placement. If you join Sync Producer Hub, or you're thinking about joining Sync Producer Hub and you're like, Clint, can you guarantee I will get a placement? I will say no. If you're looking for a guarantee, do not join this community, because I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee you will show up and do the work, number one. But then I don't decide. You know what I mean? Even if you did all the work, all the right things, and you got to this point, there are so many decision makers between pitching your music to a publisher and placement. There's so many decision makers, so many ways that it could just not go through. It's just, you can't guarantee that when there's moving parts that are not in your control. So I wanted to share that because that was funny, man. There's so much language in agreements where it's just like, if you read the agreement, they're not guaranteeing you anything, and they're like, hey, we want to use your music, and then you read the agreement and it's just like, I mean, we may not, but we want to. So, um, yeah. So that's that. um, I'm working on a track I'm calling Enduring Fragility, which is a twisted oxymoron if ever there was one. The race is not for the swift nor the battle for the strong, but to those whose song endures to the end. Sync chapter 1, verse 3. Exactly. Shout out to Deacon Michael Connor for that for that sync verse. Um so yeah, so our song has to endure, man. If you want that placement. It's crazy. Um hope the West Coast is sun treating you well. Clint, what would be the first thing you would do if you be in LA right now? Man, first thing I would do. Um Man, what was the first thing I did? What was the first thing I did last time I was in LA? Um I went to Randy's Donuts for whatever reason, and I got this. I thought it was a great idea to get this Texas glazed donut, completely underestimating the word Texas in its title. And I'm thinking, I'm just thinking it's just a little bit bigger than a regular donut, right? Maybe, maybe twice as big as a regular glazed donut. This donut took up half of the entire donut box, which was made to hold a dozen donuts. Or maybe, yeah. Or how many, or was it a half dozen? I can't remember. I think it may be a half dozen. No, I can't remember. Anyways, this donut was massive. It was a 2-day process to eat this to eat this donut. So I don't know. Go get a Texas glazed donut from Randy. Yeah, and then I don't know, man. I like to go somewhere and go outside and walk around because I just love the sunshine in LA. If it's a sunny day, but sometimes I've been there, it was just cloudy and rainy. But yeah, I'll just hang out outside, man. Um, so yeah. No, the libraries I'm working with don't allow AI generated images, but they also have someone who creates all the artwork so everything stays consistent with their brand. Boom. Yeah. I think I need to add the truth about image origin in the comments. I'm not mad at that. Yeah. Um Let his wife know he's not dead. Um that's hilarious. Deacon Connor. There is actually a Deacon Connor out there. Deacon Mick Connor. Shout out to Deacon Connor. Has a ring to it. In Austin, they make burgers where the bun is halves of a donut. I've seen those. I don't know if I'll try one. I mean, maybe just to try it, just to say I had a burger donut or a donut burger. I don't know. Don't sleep on San Diego. I haven't been to San Diego. Insane. I bet they are, man. I mean, I can only imagine the flavors. Um, the sweet, the savory. Yeah. I would, I for sure would go to sleep though after that. I don't even know if I'm ready for that. My body will just shut down. Like, whoa, what happened to me? Man. So yeah. Um Oh, so if you haven't heard, I dropped a new series on YouTube. It's called On Brief. Episode 2 dropped this past Wednesday. And then new episodes will come out on Wednesdays. So definitely check that out. It's basically me walking through briefs and you seeing just the work that goes behind like the beginning of a brief to getting it across the finish line and approved. So right now we're in season 1 and we're working through the brief. We're working it, getting through it. And yeah, stay tuned for episode 3 to find out if the thing I noticed is going to keep me from moving forward and, open up another round of revision. So we'll see. With all the CBS sports briefs that just came up, would you try to knock out all of them? I guess it depends on how many it is. Usually I don't, because CBS, the thing with CBS Sports, they drop briefs and then it'll be like 10 styles of music. I won't try and do all of them. I'll pick the ones that I do well. And I may do like a couple, and then I'll go from there. Like I know, 1 year I did more of like the tropical kind of. I think they had like some tropical pop kind of stuff. So I did a couple collaborations with that. And then yeah, the other ones, my typical like hip hop stuff, orchestral hip hop stuff. Um, and I just kind of stayed in that lane. Probably did some pop rock stuff for a couple of them. The iconic spot for a burger on a donut bun in Austin is Gordo's Big Fat Donuts food truck, famous for heavy creations like the Ron Burgundy burger served between fresh donut halves. Listen, Rich, where's Allison with food? Because now I'm getting hungry with this with this donut burger talk. Staying away from that low piano, man. Like real talk, challenging. And again, you learn something new. Like I'm learning. You literally get to watch me learn on camera, because that was something that I didn't necessarily pay attention to when creating albums, especially earlier on in my career, right? And it's funny because in talking to the A&R from the publishing company, it's just like we know it's like we know the brief says this, but then when the humans listen to it, right? Even though it was written by humans, it's just like certain things just stand out naturally. And then they're like, well, maybe let's not make everything sound like exactly what the brief is asking for. That's the challenge. And that's why sometimes it takes multiple rounds of revisions, because things can change like once you're into the project and once you have music that you're listening to, then things become dynamic and it's not as black and white as the brief may make it seem sometimes. So it's just like, okay, even though we asked you to do this, let's do this. So it's just like, it's funny, man, because you're just trying to like find the middle ground between what the brief is asking, seeing how far you can stretch it, and get away from the brief while still hitting the brief, which is why the show is called On Brief. This is the challenge of staying on brief. It's just funny, man. It's just crazy. So it's a roller coaster. We go back and forth, until we figure it out. So when AI starts creating AI, what do we disclaim as created with AI by AI? So AI did. We just step back and just let AI take over. It's like, y'all got it. That's when we just stop. We just let AI have it. We go do something else. Oh man. AIs are already going rogue and hacking into other AIs. So as Aaron Van Land says, we're already there. Yeah, man. AI is crazy. I had a brief meaning change because the client using the wrong word said light jazz versus what they meant bright jazz. Totally different concepts. See? Light and bright. One word can just shift everything. Do you typically stick with one particular library when pitching for CBS Sports, or do you pitch the same music to a few libraries for the same brief? Great question. So I actually made a post something similar to this on LinkedIn, and it's an approach that you guys have heard, right? Where we reach out to multiple publishers at the same time when we're trying to get licensing deals. So this is how I approach that. So if I'm working on a CBS Sports brief specifically, and I know it's going to this client, it could be whatever. It could be CBS Sports, it could be Fox, it could be Netflix, whatever. Love is Blind. If I know that the end result is this being pitched to said client, I won't. At least I will do my best not to double up and triple up on submissions, and I will pick which tracks I want to send to which publishers instead of sending the same tracks to a bunch of different publishers I have deals with, because that could just get messy very, very fast. Because you don't know how fast they're sending that stuff over to CBS, right? So you may not hear anything, but stuff could be in the works. But then, boom, you got this other publisher coming in with this same track after CBS already has this track, but now it's listed with a different publisher name, different, like, boom, confusion instantly. So I won't do that, especially if I know it's going to the same client. If I do work on multiple CBS Sports tracks and send them to multiple publishers, I'll just make sure they're different tracks going to each publisher, not the same track. Or I'll just pick a publisher and boom, I'm going to just do the CBS Sports brief for this publisher. Because you've probably seen by now, if you're with 3, 5 or more libraries, you've probably seen CBS pop up from like more than one publisher, right? So you just got to pick and choose which one you want to submit to, or if you want to sprinkle a few in each one, do that. But I would do different tracks. Now, when I do pitch the same track to multiple publishers, that's when I'm trying to get a deal with the new publisher, and those tracks aren't signed or anything, and there's no relationship there. There's no specific client that music is going to. I'm literally just creating a playlist of music so that I can get my foot in the door with the publisher. That's when I'll send the same playlist of tracks to multiple publishers at the same time until someone hits me back. I will not do that with existing publishers I'm working with and for specific briefs such as the CBS Sports brief. to clarify. Now I have had a situation where I submitted something to an existing publisher for a brief. It might have been CBS Sports, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was CBS Sports. I think it was around the time. I think it was around college football season. Probably around this time. It's fall. It was probably like this time last year. So I sent it, and quite some time went by, and I didn't hear anything back. And usually, from working with this publisher, I usually hear something back. Like if they want to move forward with the tracks, they're usually pretty timely. But I guess they around this time they were kind of going through, I think, the position shift or something. So they were bringing like somebody new in. They were getting acquainted, so things were going like a little slower, which is fine. It happens. But they eventually reached back out and they were just like, "Hey, these sound good. We would like to sign them." I was like, "Oh, well." At that time I had already sent them to another publisher and signed them. And they were okay with it because they knew, like, there was like, sorry, it took a while to get back on these, and it was all good. Clear communication. Hey, sorry, it was a while, so I went, pitched these, somebody else signed them. However, y'all know I'm gonna keep that door open. However, I got a few more tracks that I'm working on like this. You want me to send those over once they're done? Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Bet. So now we got a couple things going. So that's how I play that. When needle movement. I noticed in my disco notifications that the tracks from the playlist I submitted for the NFL brief were downloaded. We ain't there yet, but downloads is a sign. Downloads is absolutely a sign. I love seeing downloads. It's exciting. It is a needle, indeed. Some of the references that CBS Sports listed were confusing. They asked for high energy rock and alternative music, but the reference show DJ Khaled and other hip hop artists. Yes, listen, from my experience, CBS references be all over the place, bro. Like it's potluck, bro. They just take tracks and toss them in there, toss them on this playlist. I've heard playlists CBS where I was like, this doesn't even match the style that they said it was. This should be under this category. It can get crazy. So what I do is I just pick something. I pick a couple tracks that resonate with me, tempo wise, sonically, energy, and then I'll just kind of, rock with that, because you can very easily get some mixed messages with the references, and it's not just CBS Sports. I've seen this with multiple publishers. The reference and the brief mismatch thing can happen. And sometimes what I've noticed is that whoever's putting the references and the briefs together, sometimes they'll hear certain elements in the track that they like, even though it's not necessarily on brief or the style of music that they want, but there's something that they heard in the track that they like. Like there was one where it was an album I recently worked on where they liked the brass stabs, right? So they had a reference in there where the reference wasn't on brief, but the reference had the stabs that they liked. So they include that in there to say, hey, we like these stabs, but we would just like it to have the vibe of these tracks over here. And, so they'll include stuff like that as well. Just to, try and give you as many angles of context as possible. Rich has a technical question. It says, I reopened some old Logic projects to try to rebounce newer, better waves, but when I tried to play them, Logic told me it couldn't find the source instruments. I managed to fix one of those issues with one project, but what's the best way to hunt these issues down and find them? Oh, so the source audio? Or was it the VSTs? If it's audio, that's so annoying. That has absolutely happened to me several times. The best way to prevent that, it's more of a preventative thing. You can try and do a search. Logic, it'll give you an option to like search for the sounds. And you can try and search even just by typing them just in your Mac and seeing if they're somewhere on your Mac, if they're audio files. And then if you can find them, it'll go and relink everything. If not, yeah, you just won't. But to prevent it, you can consolidate in Logic your audio samples and things like that. There's something in one of the menus where you consolidate your session, and what it's going to do is going to bring all those audio files and things that you use, samples or whatever, into that session folder. Because sometimes what happens if you don't do that, let's say you have a file on an external drive, right? And you use that in some type of sampler or something in Logic, but you didn't consolidate, it's playing that audio from the external drive every time you open that session. So it never pulled it into the session. So what can happen is, years go by, you're not using that drive, or that drive is named something completely different. Even if you have the same files, you got to point it to that new path. And if you can't, it won't find it because it's looking for that original file path. So to prevent that, consolidate consolidate the session, consolidate the audio files and samples and things like that. It'll pull it into the actual session folder. So it'll live there and pull from there. That's extremely annoying though. I feel your pain. Oh, contact instruments. Ooh. Shoot, the only way around that is to, if you have the old install files and installing those instruments, yeah, that would be the only way, or just replacing them with your current sounds, especially if it's MIDI, I'm imagining. Just replace them with current sounds. All right. So let's transition, man. We're gonna get into some live music reviews. We're gonna take a break, go grab a snack or something, and yeah, we're gonna get into this music. We got some interesting stuff. I'm excited to listen to these collabs. These it's just gonna be insane. Stick around. We'll be back. We are back. Time for some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we'll let you know. If it's not, we'll give you some feedback so that you can hopefully get it to the level it needs to be so we can get signed and synced. So let's dig into it. And yeah, man, shout out to everybody with the tips on preserving the audio, bouncing all to audio. Absolutely do that too as well. So yeah, basically the workflow now, since that I've lost so many sessions and sounds that way, is taking the main session, consolidating everything, and then creating an alternative session within that session, and then bounce all tracks as audio files. Yeah, because man, that's just a massive headache. All right, so let's get to this leaderboard. A lot has happened this past week. Let's start with seeing who's on this leaderboard. It's Nate. We're going by the 7-day leaderboard. Top 3 gets played first. We got Nate, Davey Dave, and B Ward. So we're going to see if they have anything in the mix. Is it a good idea to remix old beats that never got placed exclusively and use them for sync even after uploading them on to YouTube and BeatStore? Some of them are content ID, but I own 100% rights. No, I don't think it's a good idea. I personally would not do it because even though they never got placed exclusively, they're still out there non-exclusively, and the content ID thing is going to be a headache. I would stay away from it. All right, so let's get to it, man. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if you guys are ready to listen to some music tonight. I'm excited. See what y'all been cooking up. Don't forget, tomorrow we got a Sync Producer Spotlight over on Jason Dowdy Music's channel with Livingston Penn. Livingston's been working. Check that out. What's going on tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it. I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation. All right, I'm seeing fire emojis. That means it's time to get, I can't even talk. That means it's time to get into this music. Nate, let's see if we got one from Nate. I know Nate said he's been busy, he's been working, but we got one. We got one from Nate. Let's go. Let's see if I remember how to do this. It says, hey all, here is my submission for tonight's review. Minimal tension cue, playing more with soundscape type of effects and seems more of like a music bed than a song, but still structured the same as a cue for sync. So here it is. As always, appreciate any and all feedback. Thank you. Let's check it out. Tonight I'm snacking on masa chips. Link is in the description. Get you a discount. Tell them Clint sent you to get some delicious no seed oil tortilla chips. All right, Missing Pieces. Let's check it out. Ooh. Davey Dave has entered the building. crime drama all day. I agree. Nate is the ambidextrous producer. He does all genres equally as good as the next. I would agree. I would agree with that. This sounds great. Great sound selection. Great structure. Even with it being like a bed, it still builds. It has a breakdown. It has a sting ending. It's there, man. This is great. This sounds good. Yeah, this sounds good. This is one of my, I'm telling you, man, this is like one of my favorite styles of music right here. It's the tension stuff, man. I love it. Nate gets placements after 3 seconds. This is fire. That breakdown laid a lovely foundation for the bass to come back in. 100%. Nate on his crime watch sounds warm and rich. There's a place on every show for this type of track. Facts. Even like game shows, like a game show, comedy shows, like there's a point where things get tense and then this could work. Especially once you start getting in the stems. Crazy. All right, good work. Way to kick it off, Nate. Let's go. Davey Dave. Let's see if we got one from Davey Dave. We do. Oh, this is that crazy. This is one of the crazy collabs that happened while taking a week. This is a lot. We're going to get through it. What's up, Sync Hub? Hope you guys have had an amazing weekend. Clint gave us some time off, which he shouldn't have. I'm starting to regret this. When the parents are away, the kids come out to play. LOL. B Ward and I were talking back in May about a massive collab, and last week was a perfect setup for just that. About 12 people joined in on this particular one to make it a success. While there are other group collabs going on as well, I love the camaraderie of this group. All of these members could have been doing other things and working on bigger projects than this, but yet they showed up. Most have TV show placements here and there, and yet still found time to do this project. Grateful. This was a very fun and beautiful project. I didn't know it would morph into this, but I love it. Everything that everyone added was amazing. Special shout out to Janie HB, OOTW, for taking on the mixing task of this project and killed it. She is not to be played with, and as B Ward always says, put some respect on her name. She really is amazing, and special shout out to Mark Allen for mastering this, John. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. I love this place. So we got mixing. Janet or Janie HB, as you see it in the chat. Mastering Mark Allen, aka Flares. We got Allison Hawkins on Vox. We got drums and strings by B Ward, horns and choir by Aaron Van Lan, piano and bells by Janet again, bass by Eric Hicks, roll by Caesar. We got orchestral strings and drums by Vincent, sting ending by Keith, cello by Marty, Atmos sounds by Desmond, piano by Davey Dave. The song is called Kaleidoscope, and specifically for LW, we got a video. 12 people collab. I told him, I was just like, yo, the amount of splits on these massive collabs would effectively end sync licensing. Honestly, 12's probably not that bad, but I mean, it's a lot for independent. For the majors will deal with it. Majors deal with them type of numbers all the time. All right. Here we go. Listen. That was epic. That was epic. The modulations, the vocals, it all sound like one cohesive piece of music. Y'all killed it. Wow. We got the tributes going. That was a movie. That was a movie. It's super inspiring. Yeah, inspiring, motivational. Yeah. Masterpiece indeed. Shout out to Troy. Go SPH collabs. Everyone on the Super Bowl winning team gets a ring. This deserves a placement. Love this. This would be a crazy place in movies and even video games. 100%. Yeah, this was fire. Y'all did an amazing job. Winner in the poll at the end of the night, everybody. How can this is why we have to save the everybody wins LW, because we need it for stuff like this. Basically, everybody wins tonight. No poll. Y'all crushed it. Yeah. I feel like I was in the Hunger Games. That was fire. That was fire. I love it. Shout out to everybody involved in this collab. I think we got more. So let's keep it going, man. Shoot. Okay. We got B Ward. B Ward's number 3. Let's see what B Ward got. All right. This is another collab. This back-to-back collabs. I hope y'all ready, man. Here we go. So, good evening, SPH. This is the result of collab 3 posted earlier last week in the hub. It's a late 80s, early 90s R&B soul track that just came about with each contribution. Various parts brought together from Janet, Aaron, Davey, Caesar, Eric, and Seth. It wasn't hard to compose because each producer immediately posted what they felt fit in this track. Each producer's initial part can be found in the original post, collab 3, and boy, did they fit in nicely. The talent of this group is a nostalgic vibe all the way to minute 219. Enjoy. Yeah, this is definitely going to have to be an everybody wins night. There's no way around it. Vibe 7. Let's check it out. I DJ'd Horned over the last. Yeah, this was fire. Definitely nostalgic. Yeah, that's a full song. And then the little vocal, what was that? Was that somebody singing on it, or was it like a synth? That sounds dope. That part, yeah, y'all crushed it, bro. Bro and sis, y'all killed it. 100%, without a doubt. This is why I be throwing briefs y'all way, bro, because I know like y'all gonna crush it every time. Let's go. Yeah. Well, I mean, shoot, maybe we should take another 2 weeks off to see what y'all come up with then. Because goodness, 1 week y'all came up with these masterpieces. That track made me feel young and old at the same time. Ah, man, that is hilarious. Oh, really? Oh, see, ooh, okay. Fender ain't playing. Fender ain't playing. All right, Fender. I see you. Fender. Fender is coming for a Black Friday takeover. They like, we about to shift everybody over to our DAW by the end of 2026. Oh man, they've been dropping hardware, software updates. All right. Yeah. I wish I could have got on too, man. We'll definitely have to do some more. Cause that was amazing. Congrats to everybody. Another DJ Horn. 100%. All right. Wow. Okay. That was probably the most perfect way to kick off the music reviews, man. The top 3. Let's go. Let's start from the top. Let's see what we got. That's crazy. I always wonder too, like, you know how like people get stuck in like the styles of music that they like to listen to. I get it. I get it now. Cause it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like a certain time in life where things feel more nostalgic than others. And then you just lock in on that sound and you just love that because it brings back all the good memories. And then next thing you know, you're the old school dude who likes the old school stuff. All right, we got Kenneth Clark in the building. What's up, family? I won't be in attendance tonight. We'll have to catch the replay, but I wanted to at least drop a little something to get y'all thoughts on it. This is past tense. Yep. That joint's dope. Only thing that stood out for me on this one was this part. Never mind. I take it back because I hear the percussion come in. I was gonna say I would add like one more rhythmic element in there as it to build it up, but I hear the bongos now, so disregard is ready to go. I like it. Dope work, Kenneth. Been on the roll. Vincent Jewell says, "What's good, y'all? Today I'm sharing a new trailerish hip hop instrumental with you. I am a fighter. This time there's not much information to talk about. The title already gives you a good overview of the overall vibe and sound. The only thing I'd like to address is that I've intentionally kept it pretty repetitive throughout because in my head, this is like a highlight or intro song where you need momentum and energy without too many distractions and shifts. Any feedback welcome as usual." Cool. We'll keep that in mind. Let's go. Who made Vince mad, man? I'm waiting for the repetitive part. Vince, I'm sorry to whoever upset you to send you on the streak that you've been on. This is crazy, dude. The string work melodically was perfection. I don't hear like I don't hear repetitive. Like I think you did it in a way. I mean, maybe the strings that the consistent string thing, but the way you were layering it, it was switching up. It was switching up, man. It sounds great. It's crazy. DJ. That's the only thing I can think of. But again, what he did around those was great. He absolutely ate his Wheaties. He ate his Wheaties and masa chips. We had to I had to DJ horn that. So yeah. Dope. Let's go. That energy was crazy. I would love to I would go become a wrestler or a boxer just to walk out to that. That's dope. I'll be hyped. I'll be ready to go after that. All right. Which that's a whole lane in itself too, I feel like. Shout out to my guy, my homie Daraj. He was in Spain and he performed for a boxer in Spain as the boxer was coming out. I was like, that's so fire. Like people don't like, you hear the music and stuff like that, but like you don't really think to be the one to like do that performance. And then like from an artist perspective, I would be like, yo, this is fire. Like I would do this full time because I ain't got to perform a full song. Like I just perform like a verse. I think he did maybe like a verse and maybe like half of a hook or something. Like I was like, that's a fire gig. You know what I mean? You walk out, you got the effects behind you, and then you just go back under the tunnel after like the 30-second intro. I'd do that all day. So, all right, let's go, man. We got TJ Covington in the building. Good morning, everyone. I've been working on more tropical vibes to put together as an EP to pitch. This one is a positive, upbeat track called Island Cruise. It's also my first completed sync track in Logic Pro. Let's go. Hope y'all enjoy. I ain't gonna lie. I was in Logic Pro the other night, the night I fell asleep and my wife thought I died. I was low-key, I was slow in there. I've been on the MPC for a while. I was like, man, how do I get the stuff again? Let me get reacquainted. Goodness. Starting from scratch on there. It was different. All right, here we go. Island Cruise. Great sound selection for this. I can hear this on the commercial too. think so too. Yeah, absolutely super commercial. Yeah, I can hear a lady voiceover talking about vacation cruises with a happy voice, smiling as she talks. Um, yeah, I like it. I agree with Michael. It sounds like you definitely got like a little more headroom where you can turn things up in the mix. Um, but overall, man, no, this sounds great. I like the instrumentation you got in there, like the hits, like the little vocals you threw in there as well. Gave it a nice vibe. Yeah, this was fun. I think it's gonna be a dope album. E flat is a very commercial key. Let's go. Shout out to E flat major. Yep. Nice and relaxing vibe. Someone go get Sebastian. Yeah. All right. We played Nate's. I just forgot to like it. We got Jason Rebels up next. What's going on, Hub? Been a minute since I've been on my drill wave. Here's one of the bonus tracks I created for a brief I'm currently working on for a sports music publisher. This one was a lot of fun to make. Let's check it out. Iron Scepter. Sports gonna eat this up. Yep. That thing is ready. Bass was going crazy. Yeah, great instrumentation. Sports all day. Sports all day. Football season, basketball season, all of the seasons. Yeah, you killed it, Jason. Great work on this one. Love Drill Wave. Yeah. So much bass. Yes. More bass. More. All right, Felipe. How you doing, Felipe? Felipe says, I hope you're doing good. These weeks, I've been working on some NFL and CBS. It's that time of year. And here's one of the tracks sent for sports highlights. They want an upbeat, energetic, alternative rock-based instrumental only. Happy to share this one and receive any feedback. Appreciate y'all in advance. Let's get these sports placements. Game on. Exactly. It does sound like a Rickenbacker. Yep. That'll do the job. I like it, man. Definitely feels sports. You nailed the rock, um, alt rock vibes, the guitar, the bass, the drums. Nice kit on that. Yeah. Only only thing I would beef up if I could would be the claps. I would make those a little heavier and thicker. Layer. Maybe layer a couple claps or something in there for some thicker, wider claps. And then turn them up a little bit. Well, when you layer them, it would probably get louder. But yeah, would like to feel those claps a little more. But other than that, sounds great. I think it's ready to go, man. Good work, Felipe. Yeah. dad. Make the clap. Oh, yeah, I see. I agree. How do I send my beat to be reviewed? Is the line long? Oh, yes, it is long. Syncproducerhub.com. Link is in the description. Got to be a member to submit. El Clapo. Shout out to El Clapo. The one, which one do I use? The one I use it's not really a stump and clap VST, but it has stump and claps in it. What's the name of that thing? I forget the name. It's a weird name. Dang it. Now it's gonna bother me. Hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta figure it out now. Keep Forest. It's not a stump clap instrument, but maybe it'll help me narrow it down. Yeah, Berkshire. I don't know what language that is, but but this is the one. Tribal punk folk drums. It has some very thick stumps and claps and other things in there that I like. That's a good one as well. All right. That didn't take as long as I thought. Let's go. David Sanner in the building. Good morning, fam. Sorry I don't have anything this week. I was working on something last night when I got home from work. I went to use mixing effect from BusyWorks Beats called a Master Smart Compressor. My computer froze. I couldn't get out of FL Studio. I had to shut down my desktop. I didn't save before I did it, so I lost everything. Oh my goodness. I woke up early this morning and started working on something, but I didn't want to rush it, knowing I got work today. So off this weekend so I can work and finish it. Have a great weekend, fam. See you next week. Man. Yeah. That sucks. But yeah. Definitely happens. We'll see you. We'll catch you next week, David, man. Troy Bennett. What's up, Troy? We see you. Jason says they were, wait. Why do I keep thinking? I keep thinking Jason's MVP. I keep throwing Jason in MVP zone mentally. They were asking for a Tahitian inspired high energy EDM track with ukulele involved. Here's what I came up with. Let's go ukulele. Polynesian Party. No words. Ooh. I'm in agreement. Dude, Jason had me choking on masa over here. This was crazy. This build up, dude. That build up took me out. That build up was crazy. This joint felt good and authentic. Wow. Yeah, I rock with that. Yeah, man. What's so funny, man, is like y'all's range. You know how we always talk about like producing multiple genres in sync and like finding one you specialize in. Like the majority of y'all specialize in everything. It's like, what in the world? Just absolutely insane. All right. We can produce anything. Exactly. I can hear this on the feature animated film, Madagascar, for example. You know, I could hear that too. It definitely has that vibe. Yeah, pretty much. We got, yeah, man. All right, we got Daryl Daniels up next. Hello, everyone. Arcade Opening is an energetic instrumental title screen theme inspired by the golden age of classic video games, featuring bright synths, punchy bass, rhythmic percussion, and nostalgic chiptune-inspired melodies. The track creates an exciting, atmosphere filled with fun, adventure, and digital nostalgia, designed to welcome players into a new gaming experience. This upbeat electronic piece captures the feeling of entering a colorful arcade, inserting a coin, and pressing start for the first time. Perfect for video games, retro-inspired projects, tech, animation, and nostalgic media. Let's get nostalgic. We produce, just basically. I love it. heard the Mario coin thing in there. Let's go, Daryl. This is definitely arcade video game vibes. I really like the creativity in the snare. The snare sounded like it was tuned to the track, which was really creative. Yeah, that was really creative. I like that. Like the sound effects in there. It just, yeah, it feels arcade. Michael mentioned the dissonance, which could be great, especially at some type of boss level or something, where there's tension in the game. Yeah. Mix was solid. Yeah. Some sounds I may strip out at certain points just to make it a little more minimal, but yeah, I rock with it. Definitely nostalgic. Question about the Mario coin sound. Is that copyright trademarked? Can sound effects be copywritten? That is a great question. I'm not sure. That would be something worth looking into if that was where that was from. Because I'm not sure. Definitely worth looking into, though. And yeah, that would be worth looking into. Sound effects. All right. We got Aaron up next. It says, "What's up, SPH fam? Had my head down this week in the shed on a couple of projects I'll hopefully be able to talk about soon. In the meantime, what I've got today is a funky track featuring sax section and trumpet with some blues influence call and response between the Barry and trumpet and the rest of the horns. Let me know what you think." Oh man, right. Isn't that basically Law and Order's theme chime? All right. I know definitely like some branded, like it's basically like Sonic branding. What was it? The Intel, I think the Intel sound, like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff out there for like brands for sure is protected. Wouldn't. You know what else I don't understand? There's a lot of producers use like other people's logos as their logo, and they'll like do a spin off and make it some like musically involved. I don't know. People should know that you can't do that. That's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. You got to create something original. Like, you can't use like the McDonald's M and then just like, for example, if Michael McConnor did like McConnor Productions, he can't use the McDonald's M in McConnor. You gotta create a different M, or you will get the cease and desist. All right, let's check out this functional. McDonald's. I know you were trying to do that. Let's go. Listen, I gotta stop eating. I keep accidentally choking listening to this stuff. Crazy. Only thing this joint needs is some bass, doing a little some walking stuff but on the tonic note. But then every now and then, just kind of walking a little bit. Something like that. It's over with for this track. That's the only thing I would add. And then whatever, if you wanted to go in and you mentioned the trumpet, but that's it. That's the only thing missing. Drums are there. Brass is just going nuts. Just craziness. Yeah. Fire. Did we DJ horn that? Fire. Super funky. Let's go, Aaron. He's on a streak. There we go. Troy submission. Let's go. All right. Before you go, clean. It's a clean mix, I'll tell you that.
It's all the same. I think I let you down again. How could I have known that you'd leave me now? So many memories left to make, so many chances we failed to take.
Great voice and tone.
Before you go, there's something you should know. You're the only one I spend my nights dreaming of. But before you go, we should take it slow. The pain is too hard to ever have to let you go. But before you go, yeah, before you go, we should take it slow. So many things that I wanted to say, but it's over now, I guess it's over now. But the memories won't fade away until we meet again some other day. And the pain is still too strong. I never really knew what I did wrong. Before before you go. I will miss you so. Every time I hear your name, it will hurt me so. Before you go, you know I love you so. Before you go, we have to let them go. Before you go, I will miss you so. Every time I hear your name, it will hurt me so. Before you go, no, I love you so. Before you go, we have to let them go. Before you go. Yeah, before you go, we should take it slow.
This song's amazing. Yeah, we threw the poll out. We threw that out a long time ago. Listen, this arrangement and production is top tier. Vocal performance, amazing. The mix, amazing. Instrumentation and performance, amazing. The song is amazing. Super syncable, synctified. Yeah, this is great. And usually like I'm okay with it being 356 because of the arrangement. I think we talked about that on another track you had, Troy. The arrangement just makes it work. You can't cut this down. You're not shortening this, because then you're gonna lose out on the meat and potatoes of that bridge. You can't get rid of that bridge. The bridge has to stay. It's a package deal. I rock with it. It's ready to go. How did it end again? Oh yeah. That's good to go. It was a journey indeed. I agree. And the strings, love the string work. The string swells. Yeah, nah, it's legit. Let's go, Troy. Keep them coming. We played this massive collaboration from Davey Day. We got Carl Stokes in the building. Yo-Yo. Definitely something different out of my catalog. This song reminds me of something I could hear in action, adventure, video games, documentaries, or the travel tourist commercials. Let's check it out. especially with that flute. Everybody's thinking sand. I was thinking of like a video game. Definitely somebody on a camel traveling. And like the video game scene is like the on sand basically. But yeah, no, this feels, you nailed it here. This definitely feels like an adventure video game. It had the loopable feature that video game music tends to have that would make it work for something like that. So I think you did a great job at kind of capturing that vibe, and then the travel vibes and everything. Like it just, yeah, it has it. So yeah, good work. I think you nailed the vibe on this one. Probably got a little headroom. Turn the volume up in the mix. Just tweak that stuff. But yeah, dope stuff. Janelle. Oh, it's another Davey Dave collab. We're going to come back to that. Frying Beats says, time for a little club vibe. Let me know what you would hear this on. Have a great productive week. Let's check it out. Simple but knocking. Yeah, man, I could hear that. I can hear artists on that. I could hear it being used in sync commercials for sure. Tech commercial, clothing brand commercial. Yeah, it's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. It's like it's simple, but it knocks at the same time. I would solidify that ending, of course, for sync. But yeah, dope vibe. It feels like a commercial. Yeah. Good work on that. All right, we got Janet up next. What's up, fam? Up. This another massive collab. Here we go. Says, we're back with another mass collab. This track called Hub Party is a dance remix of the first. Oh my goodness. I can't. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this. I did not mentally prepare for a dance remix of the first Mass collab. Oh man. Y'all did all this in like a week? Caesar really liked my piano, bells, and string in the first collab and wanted to turn it into a dance disco remix. Special shout out to everyone who contributed to this track. It was really fun, as usual. You are amazing. And here are all the people involved. Oh my goodness. I know. Like when? They like they created the track and then Janet was just already on the remix while the main track was still being finished. All right, let's check this out. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Sheesh. LW's is missing a video, unfortunately. The fact that she got a remix out in a week's time is impressive enough. This was fire. I love those bells. Shout out to those bells. Mixed very well. So Janie mixed it. She was on piano, bells, pluck, strings. Davy Dave was on bells. We got a bell duo popping off here. We got B Ward on the lead, pad, effects, making that joint feel very, very nice. Intro synth, clap, sting, ending. We got Seth Hood in there. And then we got Caesar with the drums, bass, and Rhodes. I mean, I feel like that's the only route we can take at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we just have to ban everybody. because this should have just never popped off the way it did. Oh man. All right. I mean yeah, we can't have a poll this week. Carl Colbert. This is something I plan on adding vocals to and using for an upcoming album as kind of an I'm a Piano UK drill style project. Maybe not the most sync friendly at the moment. Don't have the metadata or anything yet, but seeing as how I've never shared my music up until this point, I wanted to start somewhere. Any advice and criticisms are welcome. Yes, I will remove the tag. Dope. Let's check it out. Elephant Pieces. This was a vibe. I love I'm a Piano music. I would probably start. I would start it though at 40 at 14 seconds. Cut off the piano intro because this makes the intro seem too long. This build is fire though. Yeah. 14 seconds. Do everything you got going on here. At some point in the middle of this, create some type of break where you kind of take some drums out, maybe a sound or instrument or something. Break it down. Have another part where it just breaks down and then boom, build back up. Sting ending. Dun, 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 and then a sting ending at the end. And then you got plenty of headroom. Turn the volume up. So yeah, I would do that. Mix sounds solid, but yeah, I would turn everything up. Great work, Carl. Keep sharing. This was dope. This was a vibe. Yeah. Oh, yep. There you go. You could do that. Boom. Not mad at that at all. Not mad at that at all. All right. Let's keep it going. We got Patrick Rose in the building. Says, I'm nervous AF, but I decided to no longer procrastinate. I'm dipping my production feet into these shark-infested dope producer waters. Y'all take it easy on me, LOL. I must be up front. I'm currently on school learning online recording. Mixing is not my strong suit. I'm continuously learning and improving halfway in this song. The ostinato strings get a little lost. I was too afraid of really or really didn't know what to do to make them stand out more. Anyway, I call this No Limits. No Limits is a high energy sports hip hop cinematic hybrid featuring powerful brass, driving string ostinatos, hard hitting hip hop drums, deep 808s, taiko percussion, and an anthemic soccer crowd chant built for sports broadcast highlight reels, documentaries, commercials, and promotional campaigns. Delivers relentless intensity, determination, and championship level energy. Let's go. Let's check it out. Ooh. Dude, what is happening? Who done rubbed off on Patrick? Like, y'all keep bringing more of y'all in here. Mixing is not my strong suit. Dipping feet into shark infested dope producer waters. Take it easy on me. That's what he said. Patrick, this was fire, bro. This was fire. Why? Procrastinating. Why? Trolling us. That's the only explanation. There was so much action in that track. I bet the school is Berkeley or something like that. We took the bait, hook, line, sinker. Yep. Here we go. Yeah. So, it's good to go. That one's ready. I mean, tweak, I guess, whatever mixing stuff you want to tweak on there. I mean, yeah, I don't really have too much to say. Yeah, exactly. One of Flair's hallmark cheerful holiday trailers. This was fire though. Jokes aside, this was dope. I'm not mad at the mix, man. I'm not mad at the mix at all. Great sound selection, great energy, great structure. Yeah, I say just keep doing whatever you're learning in school. Just keep applying it because it's paying off. Turn the hi-hats up. Oh man. All right. So that's Patrick and his introduction to the hub and his submission. Y'all's first submissions be something else, man. Troy came in with his first submission of the week. All right. Ivan says, happy Friday, fam. After joining this amazing group a couple months ago, I'm finally ready to share some music. Here we go. I'm working on a 5-track album of feel-good Latin pop, and this is the first track. Goal is to get my first library deal. Your feedback is welcome and appreciated. Let's go. Shout out to the Sync Producer Hub members, man. Submit music for the first time. It takes a lot of courage to put your art out there and for a bunch of people to listen and critique. So shout out to y'all, man. I'm about to ban all first submissions. I'm curious what gear you use on this, because sonically the warmth is crazy. In the low end, you're pushing that low end, but it's not sounding distorted. Like the bass is loud, but at the same time, I don't feel like it's competing a lot with the kick. Like it's not clipping or anything. Goodness. They all sat back for a month plotting how to destroy the current members. We offended somebody. Apparently, like, golly. Michael says, I'll take responsibility for the Latin piano on this one. Is that you on piano? Is that the responsibility you're taking? Is that what's happening? Great work, Ivan. Great work. I'm looking forward to that 5-track album of feel-good Latin pop. That felt great. That was a vibe. Love the bounce, the percussion. Yeah. Nice arrangement. Everybody's banned after tonight. All right, Majestin. Hey, everyone. I'm new here. All right. Let's just try this again. My name is, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Welcome, Majestin or Majestin. Okay, I'm a producer and engineer, most recently on staff at the Hit Factory, New York City. That's already a red flag because you already know the talent that comes out of the Hit Factory. I got into sync about 1.5 years ago. I knew nothing back then and quickly learned how to produce and arrange for sync, how to upload and tag, and how to pitch to supervisors and libraries. I just landed my first 2 placements in July with overtime, and they keep coming back to license the same 2 beats. This is why I love sync. I produce hip hop, electronic, and cinematic ambient cues. I just finished a dark synthwave EP, and this MP3 is one of the tracks from it. There it is. Excuse me. Wow, that was crazy. Definitely want to take that next step up in making sync a career path. I'm excited about this community. Thanks, Clint. No doubt, man. All right, let's go for it. We're already in there. This was exactly where it needed to be sonically for synthwave. Definitely syncable. Relaxing, cool vibe. Yeah, love that. The time signature in that. Yeah, sound selection is on point. I'm sure that that whole synthwave EP is fire. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for sharing. Fire. Nailed it. Love the mix on here. And yes, it felt very nostalgic. Yeah, it was. Listen, this new class of Sync Producer Hub members, apparently they're not playing. They're coming for y'all. They're coming for the OGs. They're coming for the MVP spots. They're coming. These are the first submissions. Welcome to the hub. This is getting very, very dangerous. This is getting out of control. It did. G. McCrae, all day. King of Synthwave. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Marty, my first placement was the intro to All Day I Dream About. 9 seconds was not the image I had for the first one or anyone for that matter, but I'll take it. Shout out to Marty, landed his first placement recently. He shared it in the community on, I think this was the National Geographic one. Let's check it out. It's crazy because you never know where this stuff ends up, man. What are we gonna do? I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. We got to rotate them or something. This is a vibe. It has like a retro nostalgic vibe to it too. Dope, man. Congrats again. This was a solid track. It almost kind of feels synth wavy as well. But yeah, simple, man. It's the simple ones that always pull through and grab those placements for you. But yeah, man, I rock with this. Super dope. An official placement, first placement for Marty. Let's go. MVP of the month. Yeah, we may have to do some type of monthly MVP rotation or something. I don't even know. All right. Truman, what's up, fam? I tried something different with this one, a little reggaeton flavor entitled Q Tu Quieres. What do you want? Or is it Quay? Quay? Is it Quay? Quay Tu Quieres? That's Quay. That's Quay, right? I'm pretty sure that's Quay, not Q. Quay Tu Quieres. That's one of the few things I remember from my school Spanish class. Ah, that's hilarious. All right, let's K. Oh, I still got it wrong. K. K Tu Quieres. I do remember that. I remember that. That's hilarious, man. If you don't use it, you lose it. I am a living witness to this every week. Here we go. Let's check it out. Confidently wrong. Why can I hear Miguel over this? Man, I like this, Truman. Especially to be trying something different. I feel like it can be maybe a tad bit faster. And then maybe, yeah, this sounds dope. Definitely got the rhythm down, got the instrumentation down. Love the drums on here. Yeah, I would see what it sounds like sped up a little bit. Aside from that, I'm rocking with it. Definitely a nice vibe. Yo, that's hilarious, man. I love brushing up my Spanish with you all. It's quite a learning experience. All right, you got Alexander in the building. Hope everyone is doing great this amazing weekend. Here is some. Could this fit for sync? I made it for a brief a while back. Would love your thoughts. Let's check it out. Yeah, man. Y'all been hitting me with too much heat. It's just too much. Some. We all need some. Yeah, we remember his first submission too. Long lost cousins. Yo, what is he on right now? That sound is crazy. That was a whole movie. The tempo change in there was crazy. Wow. Yeah, super textured. It did. It was just like I got time. I got time to build. That I would love to hear that underneath some type of scene of a movie or something. Wow. All right. I love those sounds, Alex. And then we got Flares talking about Spider-Man over here. We'll come back to that. A Brown, what's good? I have an entry this week and also a question. I've sent over 40 plus submissions months ago and haven't gotten a reply. Should I send more to those same ones? And if not, where do you find companies to submit? Thanks. My submission for this week, Running Man. 40 plus submissions months ago. If it's been months ago, I would create another playlist, maybe a different style of music that you do good or do well in, and yeah, circle back around to those same ones. Sometimes it's a timing thing, sometimes it's a music need thing. So yeah, I would circle back around. And then as far as finding more companies, um Classroom, if you I'm not sure if you went through the directory or not, but the directory in the let's see, where Rolderton placements. There's a directory here. So that if you've gone through that, where'd I put that? I got a chat GPT prompt in here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. It's a search this title in the community, copy and paste that prompt, and yeah, the unlimited companies coming your way. All right. Let's check this out. Let's get back down here. Continue this craziness that's been happening tonight. All right. Running Man. Oh yeah. This is super close to being done. So this just needs a little more structure. It can be a little longer. We're at like a minute. You can probably get this up to it's about 2 minutes. I think it would work well for sports for sure. That's cool. Yeah, after this part, I'll build up to a bigger hook, maybe adding another layer of instrumentation here. Yep. So yeah, I will add some more layers to make this a bigger hook, because it kind of starts with the verse, it builds up. I will make this part the hook, do a second verse, break it down a little bit, take some of the drum elements out, build it back up, bring that hook back in, and then sting ending. That should take you to about 130, 145 or something like that. Add a sting ending. Dun 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 dun. End it like that. Turn the volume up. Mix sounds cool. The overall mix just sounds low. So I would just turn the master volume up or just turn everything up. Piano may be a little loud on this part though, so you may have to bring that piano down. Aside from that, this is very, very close to being ready. For sure. Good work, A. Brown. Yep, bring those up. Because that could also be the reason if I don't know where this is in in the creation process, you could still be mixing. So I'm not sure if all your tracks were low or if you're just, this one's a work in progress. So depending on what that is. But yeah, I like it. Definitely a vibe and usable. All right. We played that craziness earlier. We got Trey Mosley back in the building. It says, here I go again. I'm proud of this one. No Apple loops. Looks at Anthony. I was listening. Came up with the chords and tried different synths. Choir courtesy of the Mervyn Warren Ensemble, which is fire. I need to grab that. Sequence drums myself. I may not be there yet, but closer than I was. Thanks to everyone who encouraged me. I think it could be a little tighter in some places, but I feel I got a good blueprint to work with. Let's check it out. Facts. This part almost sounds like it can be like investigative tension. Yep. Let's go, Trey Mo. I like this, man. Definitely a great start. Love the chords. Love the sounds that you picked in there. Good sound selection. I guess it depends on where you want to take it in terms of drums. Because at first, I was hearing some certain type of drums, but then as it progressed, I was like, oh, maybe not, because it feels like a investigative sort of tension track. Janelle mentioned mysterious. I agree. So it kind of has that. So I would probably just add like percussion elements. Probably wouldn't do like heavy drums at all on this. Definitely I think you heard the parts that could be tightened in terms of I think there were some parts with the percussion and the 808 or something, or the arps or something wasn't quite on connected with each other. So yeah, just double checking that. Add some layers of percussion, especially in the early the early, so it builds a little bit quicker. But yeah, I rock with this. Like it. Good work, Trey. Way to go, bro. John DeGarcy. I hope it's not too late to submit for tonight's review. Oh, you're not late. That was 3 hours ago. You are quite on time, my friend. I have this track, which I created along with the acapella, which was chopped and edited to fit the beat. The vocals are from Output Arcade. I haven't been as active because I've been actively pitching to companies, and sync agents and working among other things. Hopefully, I may have some good news. Here is track. Hope you all enjoy. Let's check it out. Got the feeling.
Searching for a reason I should stay. Tell me you got the feeling. Tell me you want me now. Tell me that you
Word up.
want it. Tell me that you're here for that. Here for that. Here for that. Here for that. I just can't erase my thoughts of you. Tell me you got the feeling. Tell me you want me now. Tell me that you want it. Tell me that you're here for that. Here for that. Here for that. Here for that.
Excuse me. That taffy, that Zaffy Taffy, it wouldn't stop chewing. This is dope. Instrumentation production, super dope. To be on the safe side, I would I would still take the vocal samples from Output Arcade out in this case. Have a vocalist just do something original to it. Honestly, I'll just have him write just a full song with that same vibe though. Got the feeling that same theme because I think that's like super syncable. Just a feel good song. But yeah, aside from that, this joint's definitely ready to go. LW wanted a video. Troy's rocking with the instrumentation. Yeah, it was delicious. It was. Link is in the description if y'all want some. Yeah, let's go. Caesar. This is now my 4th cinematic hip hop track. I just started doing trailer type beats a few months ago, only after joining the hub. Y'all really inspired me to step into this world. Apparently, y'all been inspiring a lot of people. I feel like I'm making good progress with each track I've made and have really come to love making cinematic trailer music. It's really challenging for me as I've never worked with symphonic instruments at this level, and I know I still have a long way to go to master it, but I'm really enjoying myself, enjoying the process. I'm adding words. I'm really enjoying the process of learning these new tools and composition production techniques. The track is currently untitled and has some basic mixing and no mastering. Looking forward to the feedback from the hub. We've heard that before. Nah, let's check it out. Love that little section in there. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, when you mix this is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Love the arrangement. Love the production. Great sound selection. Yeah, finish the mix on that. Finish the mix on that. And then that was fire. That was fire. Super cinematic. And that break that was just that was epic. Man, I don't know what that poll. It would be it would be, I don't even know. It would be a combination of collabs, OG Hub members, new Hub members, and like a couple, there's like a couple other tracks. I don't know. Crazy. All right. We are entering, which I guess, I mean, I feel like we've already entered MVP zone since like track 1. So we're just gonna, I guess, go to the end. We're just gonna call it the end tonight. All right. Who's up? Who's up next? Ooh, Janelle, Michael. I don't think we have one from Michael. Did we have one from you, Michael? I don't think I've seen a Michael submission. I don't know what's happening tonight. Y'all been cooking. Like cooking. Best supporting collab, best new first submission. Seriously. It's crazy. All right. Janelle. I know I seen one from Janelle. There we go. Another collab with the incredibly talented Davey Dave. A Moment Remembered is an emotional cinematic underscore featuring delicate piano, expressive strings, and atmospheric textures, gradually building with a sense of longing and, quiet hope. Ideal for heartfelt drama, documentaries, human interest stories, reflective moments, and emotional transitions. All right, y'all. I mean, I hear textures, and then I hear piano and emotional cinematic, and then I'm seeing a Janelle and Davey Dave collab, and I'm just wondering, am I ready for this? I don't know, but we're going for it anyway. Here we go. Perfect amount of drums. Come on, cello. Ooh. Y'all did it again. That was beautiful. That's yeah, that's a score. That's film. That's emotion. That's what you don't produce if someone asks you for emotionless music. Great work, y'all. Love the instrumentation. Love the percussion in here. Love the big drum. Where it was. Yeah. Michael's crying right now, according to this emoji. Y'all made Michael McConnor cry. Deacon McConnor is crying. You say goodbye, and I say cello. Classic Rich. This is a classic Rich line right here. All right. That could even be opening scene kind of stuff too. It was very tasteful. Great work, y'all. I love that. All right. Who do we have left? I seen Flares. Let's scroll through. There's Flares. I think that's it. Oh no, we got Miguel. Drop some I forgot to do the thing. I'm all discombobulated. Palm trees. Drop some palm trees. I have this one collecting dust. I need to make at least 4 more so I can have an EP and submit. Aren't y'all loving like the EP vibe? Where it's just like we're not doing singles, we're doing combo meals. We're giving you multiple tracks. Can't go wrong, man. Worst case scenario, they take one out of an EP. The more chances than if you only submit one at a time. All right, let's check this out. The winner.
I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. Run like the wind. I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. Run like the wind. Estamos listos para iniciar la batalla. Que todos los fanáticos me enciendan las pantallas. Están a punto de conocer los campeones. Partido tras partido seguimos dando razones. You gotta be ready, I'm moving steady. No estamos fácil, el hilo está muy frágil. You gotta be ready, I'm
Come on with the bilingual sports track.
You gotta be ready, I'm moving steady. No estamos fácil, el hilo está muy frágil. You gotta be ready, I'm moving steady. You gotta be ready. I'm in it to win, I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win, run like the wind. I'm in it to win, I'm in it to win. No estamos fácil, el hilo está muy frágil. I'm in it to win, run like the wind. You gotta be ready, I'm moving steady. I'm in it to win, I'm in it to win. No estamos fácil, el hilo está muy frágil. I'm in it to win, run like the wind. You gotta be ready, I'm moving steady.
Miguel Strikes Again. Yeah, a whole album of that, bro. Or EP. You're in there. Especially now. Like, everybody's been locked in on the sports stuff. Let's go. Yeah. Love the bilingual in this one too. Spanish, hopping back and forth between the Spanish and the English. I think that's dope. Cause you kind of, man, that's I don't know, that's low key brilliant. Cause you got enough in there to where it's like somebody would think it's just an English song, but then you got other parts where they could just think it's Spanish. You could, yeah. I'm curious to see how that works out. Let's go, Miguel. All right. We're going to end this night. We're going to end this night with flares. We are just going to completely bypass poll because of what transpired. All right. So we'll try that again next week. Didn't work out this week because everybody's a winner, as LW likes to say very excessively, almost to just way too much. But this week, it's true. All right, Mark Allen, aka Flares, drop them fire emojis. It's a brand new day for Peter Parker. Venom in the serum. This will either be very heroic or not. 2 weeks later. All right, here we go. it. I was so close. Anyways. I was so close. Anyways. Yeah, tonight's music was incredible, is what I was saying. And I said everybody's band. Shout out to all the new members. Shout out to all the new submissions, everybody who submitted for the first time. Crazy. And shout out to everybody who collaborated on the collaborations. You all are to blame. If you're not a member of Sync Producer Hub and you want your music reviewed and you want to join this sea of sharks, apparently, do so at your own risk. The link is in the description. If you haven't gotten your ticket to the Shades of Sync conference here in Atlanta happening in October, where we're going to put you in the room with music supervisors and publishers and things like that, and also talk about not just pitching and getting placements, but what do you do after you get the placements? How do you stay sane when getting rejected a million times and continue to keep going? And then what do you do with the money you actually make after you get the sync, so that when you get old and you have arthritis and, you know, you can't play like you used to, you still need a way to eat. So how do you do that? We're going to talk about all those things at Shades of Sync. Go to shadesofsync.com, grab your ticket, and don't fall asleep and scare your wife. You know, I did that. Freaked her out. It didn't come up to the middle of the night because I fell asleep. So get some sleep, all right? Get some sleep so you can wake up on time. And y'all have a good weekend. We'll revisit this whole situation next week. Let's just reset. Just take some time to just reset. Get y'all on the next one.